Can I tell you something as a friend? No, can I tell you something as a friend?
Yeah.
Come on in if you would, please. You're the shits. You really are. You're the worst I heard.
Hello and welcome to Nation of Conversation episode number 383. I'm your host Ryan. I'm here with Born Naughty Bill Cashin.
It was all a dream. I used to read What Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
Whoa.
Fantastic choice.
Nice.
Fantastic choice.
Here with a yin yang boy, Mr. Wally Fly.
Now, why am I a yin yang boy? What is that?
Well, because you started the whole rap thing with the yin yang twins,
that is
but you're a
true, I
bing
did.
bong boy as well, right? Right?
Yes. I guess I was a bing bong boy while the NBA season was going on.
You were a bing bong boy, and then you were a yin yang boy.
Yep.
Because you started the rap lyric thing,
That
but
is
then you
true.
never kept going with it.
Yeah, because I didn't even like.
You didn't.
I didn't mean to. I
you
just
did say
did it.
rap lyrics.
I
though.
did. I
You
just
still
didn't-
don't know why.
I didn't mean to.
Bill
Well,
took it on. for himself.
Somebody said something, and it was like the start of the lyrics. I was like, and I kept going with it. I'm
An
pretty
unnecessary. Who knows yin yang twin lyrics off the top of their head? Only you.
Wow, apparently.
Only yin yang boy. All right. A couple of news items here. We got an eBay wars that's very bizarre.
Okay.
Maybe the weirdest eBay wars of all time. You'll figure it out when you hear it. And we have Put That Cigarette Out. What is this? Four?
Yep.
Put That Cigarette Out for the 1991 Royal Rumble coming up. As well as some of our usual other shenanigans like cards, which are going to be super weird this
sure.
week.
They are gonna be
Super
so
weird.
Fire
And
Crotch, Tommy Rich.
I know the names of most of them, so that's
Okay.
a good sign.
All right, Wally has
I
to
am-
give the clues, so it's going to be super weird because for the last couple of weeks we haven't been together.
In
Has it been
person,
2
no.
weeks or 3 weeks? Holy shit.
It was 2 weeks
Been
in
3
a row.
weeks, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been 3 weeks. Wow. That felt weird.
Yeah.
It's also nice to just be done at hours before we usually are. Anyway. All right. Bunch of AEW stuff happened. There was a very, very solid Dynamite. Minoru Suzuki fought Samoa Joe on there.
I saw just the chest.
A lot of slapping.
I assume that was the match, no?
Pretty much.
Okay, because I saw like a 2-minute
Yeah.
clip.
A lot of slapping. It was great. A lot of fun. And then Samoa Joe won the Ring of Honor television title.
Did he
'Cause
muscle bust a
obviously-
50-year-old?
Yes, he did. He muscle busted Minoru. I think he took very good care of him, though.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Minoru is, God, that guy is in better shape than I ever was in my whole life.
Yeah, he's what, like
And he's
57
50.
or something?
No, was he 57? I thought he was lower 50s, but maybe if he's
Minoru
57. Holy
Suzuki
fuck, I will never,
is
ever.
53.
Okay.
53.
My
All right.
my apologies. Please
Good
don't hurt
grief. Anyway, he might come and hurt you. He's that kind of guy.
me. He could. I don't doubt
Well,
that.
anyway, I assume he's going back to Japan to do Japan stuff, and so they needed to get the title off of him. So Joe won, and he never won the Ring of Honor television title before.
Okay.
And he had been on the Ring of Honor pay-per-view that they did, and came in and confronted a heel Jay Lethal and a heel Sanjay Dutt, who is the manager of Jay Lethal now,
It's a name I know.
who used to wrestle in Impact, I believe, was where he was most
Didn't he have like a
famous.
backstage role in WWE
Yeah.
for like 3 months?
Yep, he got laid off during the pandemic and then came and was working with AEW, I'm pretty sure. And that's why he probably was in ROH for a while too. So he probably has good connections there. Anyway, they come down to mess with Samoa Joe, continue the angle. The lights go out and everyone thinks, oh, there's going to be some big surprise entrant or new guy. This is what they do. Is it Cesaro? Who is it going to be? Is it Bray Wyatt finally? Is it somebody like that? And the lights come on and it's Satnam Sing, 7'4" basketball player from the Dallas Mavericks a few years ago. And he's in the ring and everyone was like, what the fuck is this? This is awful. And then they booed as the three of them beat down Samoa Joe, and then it went
Who's
off
the
the
three
air.
of them? Who's he hanging out with?
Sanjay Dutt,
Oh,
Jay
right.
Lethal,
Okay.
and this guy, Satnam Singh, who can't work.
No kidding.
He's
huh?
a 7'3" guy, so of course he can't really work. At least so far, he can't work.
He
So
looks
it
like
was
he's big.
A fucking great Dynamite. Just, a good wrestling show. Nothing spectacular, like no spectacular, angles or no
No
spectacular.
5-star match.
No 5-star matches, but fun matches.
Did he actually play for the Mavericks? Did he
Yeah.
actually play in
Well,
the
they
league?
took a picture
or-
of him in the jersey, so
Yeah.
maybe he didn't actually get on the floor ever.
Let's see. That's probably an easy thing to look. Oh no, it does not look like he ever actually played for them.
Well, he's from India, I believe.
yes.
He's like a bad Taco Fall.
Yeah.
Taco Fall's not that good either.
It's good enough to be okay in the G
He has
League.
played in the NBA.
Yeah, he has played in the NBA.
yes.
He was their victory cigar for a while.
Yeah, he was the Celtics' victory cigar. I don't know where he is now. I don't think he's a Celtic anymore.
I think
though.
I think he's a main Red Claw.
Oh, is he?
I think he is still with the
He's still with the organization.
organization.
Wow. Anyway, this guy came out and was a total fucking dud and ruined a whole night. If you had done this any other way, it probably is
At least
okay.
do it at the 1 hour break in the middle or
If
something.
you do it at the 1 hour break and you don't turn the lights off, maybe it's okay. It's not great, but it's not this.
Oh, Cleveland Charge. That's too bad. He's no longer.
Oh, Taco.
Yeah,
Oh, he's out.
yeah.
Oh, he's Cleveland.
Apparently, Cleveland has a team in Cleveland for the G League.
Oh, good for them. Anyway, so this thing kind of wrecked a decent Dynamite, a good Dynamite, went to a very bad Dynamite. And people were crapping all over it. A lot of people said they thought Great Khali was there. I don't know if
that'd be
that's
a
funny
pickup.
or racist. I'm not sure.
It's definitely racist.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
A couple other notes from this. There's three. Well, more than three because of the stupid YouTube shows, but three main shows because we had Battle of the Belts on Saturday.
I was confused by
Right.
what exactly this was.
It's supposed to be the WCW free pay-per-views that they used to do, basically, but it's not.
For Ring of Honor or for AEW or for.
It's for both,
Okay.
basically. Anyway, it's a way to get back on TNT on Saturday nights, 4 times a year or whatever it is.
Okay.
So Sammy Guevara was on there and won the TNT title for a third time, beating Scorpio Sky. So what did you what did you think when you heard that?
I assume
Sammy Guevara
that
again.
he's holding it so that he can have another big ladder type match and then give it back to Cody.
Cody, who's not with the
don't know.
company anymore.
What have you heard? Cody's on Raw
For now.
for now.
You don't think that there's going to be a Stardust sighting by SummerSlam?
Oh,
No,
God, that
nope.
would be so funny.
Nope, not by SummerSlam.
He
Maybe
will-
maybe
he
by the
will.
end of the year, but not by SummerSlam. That's way too early.
It's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen to him, I'm sure. Anyway,
Also,
Sammy.
you guys are still marks.
The man shows up on the television show. We're still marks.
Yeah, he literally was on WrestleMania and like 5 Raws so far.
Yeah.
But we're marked. Sammy is a heel, though, because he did a low blow to heel Scorpio Sky, which is a little odd.
The only ever I see is sometimes I see on him and Ty Conti on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're heels. Like, it seems like their gimmick is we're in love and you're not us, so too bad for you. That seems like their whole.
That's a heelish thing.
That seems like their whole deal.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that
I mean, good for them, but
because he's dating her, a very beautiful woman, he's now a heel. Just because he's dating her, he's a heel. He didn't do anything on television to warrant that other than say, I love my girlfriend, who is a beautiful Brazilian model, basically, and also a very good wrestler. But, that's all he did. I'm dating
He
this
deserves
person.
it. He deserves it. He's a
We
heel
hate
now.
him. We
You
hate him.
Fucking asshole.
are you dating a Brazilian model?
I am not.
I'm not. So
None of us are. Very beautiful women we are dating, but not Brazilian models. AEW and New Japan are going to do a super show more than likely, and that might be an announcement this Wednesday.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
Possibly in June, possibly in Chicago.
Okay. Most like probably has to be in the U.S.
It's going to be in the U.S.
Yeah.
from what Meltzer says, which might not be right, but
I would think that if they are going to do this, it would have to be just for restrictions and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Like, do one in the U.S. now, and then next year maybe go to Japan. This
just,
could be awesome or not great, and it depends on both sides if they're going to put their stars in it.
Sure. Because they just did Windy City Riot. New Japan just did something called Windy City Riot in Chicago, where Eddie Kingston and John Moxley both had matches on the show.
That's cool.
So it's kind of already happening. It's kind
Right.
of like a bad secret of like, we're already doing it. It's just going to be all the... If it's all the dream kick-ass matches that you want, if it's Omega, Okada, and, you just pair everybody up in all the,
Right.
in all those categories, it's like Yano versus Orange Cassidy.
Right. It'd
Oh,
be
Like those kind of
spectacular.
That'd be
things.
fun.
But if they say, like, it's cool that we're doing this, but then the match they give me is, who's the guy that wears a mask? Brandon Cutler?
Yeah, right.
If it's him versus Yoshihashi, then I don't
Yeah.
as much care.
Right. We'll see. I would assume they're going to put their best people forward, but we haven't seen Okada show up, I don't think, unless he was at Windy City Riot and I missed it.
I don't know.
I don't think he was there. He might have been. I could be wrong.
Well, and let me just put forth this totally original, I just thought of it right now idea.
Yeah, nobody's ever thought of this?
If they're going to do this, they need to do something with Naito and with El Idolo.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be good.
You're right.
I mean, Naito will carry that for sure, but
He's a very good wrestler. I have nothing to take
Wow.
away from him. But El
Stirring the
Idolo
pot
is
on him?
fantastic as well.
of course I'm stirring the pot on him.
That's what you do here.
Yeah.
All right, people are getting weird new names for no fucking reason in NXT
Yep.
that aren't even being called up.
Oh, just staying on the show?
They're just staying there. Kaylee Ray is being renamed.
Okay. She's been Kaylee Ray in Europe, too.
She will
Yeah.
now be Alba Fry.
Why?
Incredible.
What? Who? It's like they
Why
threw
didn't she
darts
say-
at a.
Why doesn't she
alphabet.
say, I'm just going to go back to Europe now?
Yeah, like
Like,
But she's not even leaving NXT. Why is she being
what I mean.
renamed?
Why didn't she just get on a plane and
Alba
they
Fry.
try to yell at her, say, like, do something about it. I'm back in England.
I don't understand why they think it's a good idea. Like, I don't like it, but I can understand if Pete Dunne is Pete Dunne in NXT, and then he goes to SmackDown, and you're like, oh, you're Butch now. Because not everybody's watching NXT. You could, in theory,
Yeah,
bring him up as a
okay.
new guy.
We want your
I
character.
And
understand. It's still a terrible.
It's
argument.
still stupid, right? But at least there's a crap pin of an argument there. There's
Yes.
a little tiny bit.
Yes.
If you're Kaylee Ray and you're on NXT and we're in championship matches, and now you're fucking Alba Fry, you're on
Who
the
is-
same show.
Who is Alba Fry?
Kaylee Ray.
But who is that? Why do
Yeah,
I
like-
care about Alba
Right.
Fry at all?
Kacy Canazaro will now be Katana Chance.
Jesus Christ.
Katana Chance. And
This
there's
is-
more of these. There's not just these two. These are two of the dumber ones, but there's more.
That's
Katana Chance.
that came from a name generator.
Isn't it weird?
Like no, they just switched around her real name a little bit.
Yeah.
Like all
yeah.
the letters are there. They just
I do not
switched it
understand.
around a bit.
I do not understand it. And there's more of them. Hold on. Let's see. We've got, of course, Walter was turned to Gunther on the same show. Marcel Bartel, now he's up, though. Marcel Bartel is Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh my god.
Raquel Gonzalez. This is so
This
fucking
is so
stupid.
stupid.
This is the stupidest thing in the world. Raquel Gonzalez is now Raquel Rodriguez. Why?
That was the one that
I don't
wow,
get
you
it.
thought the joke was she was so much taller than the other person.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Gonzalez got changed to Rodriguez as the other part of that graphic.
Do not understand. And then Austin Theory no longer is an Austin. He's just Theory.
He's theory.
Just Theory.
Oh my god.
It's out of control.
Tell me again why I should watch wrestling?
Well, you shouldn't watch WWE,
And
apparently.
I don't.
It makes like.
Can you imagine? Think about how much work, first of all, a wrestler has to go through to make a name for themselves.
Yeah. Get a following behind the name.
Get a following, get to WWE, then you're told you're okay. You can be called your name and you keep your brand, basically. And then you're in the middle of the run, you're like, oh, now I'm Alpha Fry or whatever the fuck my
That
name
was the argument how
How?
Samoa Joe stayed Samoa Joe when he showed up in NXT. He said to Hunter,
is. It's so...
do you want to build a character and sell a t-shirt in 3 months, or do you want to sell t-shirts tonight?
Yeah.
I'm Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
And it seemed to be okay.
Because Hunter didn't have his head up his ass all the time.
Yikes. Now he does again, I guess.
Well, this is the period where he dies. He will rise from the dead to save us. But
Wow.
He's like a Jesus.
The day after Easter. Okay.
He is the King of Kings.
he is the king.
That's why he said that, because he calls himself the King of Kings.
INRH.
Other weird news about...
HNRI?
Oh, God.
HNRI.
Oh, make that a bumper sticker and put it on your car. Other weird-ass news.
Would you say RNIH?
HNRI.
In Hunter, we trust.
Yeah. We trust.
Except for now, because you don't watch the show anymore, and he's not doing
It's
it.
not his show anymore. But
That's
no,
true.
I don't.
That's fair. It is
He
not
can
his
take
show.
it back over. I don't think I'm
Okay.
coming back.
There's one more super weird thing. Normally this would never make it into the top stories, but I just think it's so funny. Our good buddy, Los Angeles Knight,
Yeah.
is not a wrestler anymore.
Thank you also for clarifying. I wasn't sure if it was Los Angeles or Louisiana Knights.
Los Angeles Knights. Los Angeles Knight is now a manager on SmackDown. He is
Who's
no
he
longer
managing?
a wrestler. The dude's huge.
This makes sense to me, though, because he's not a great wrestler, but he can talk.
Who's he managing?
Okay, ready for this?
Oh,
Buckle
God.
up.
Oh, boy.
Mace.
Who? Is Mace.
One of the Retribution dudes.
Oh, it was
He's-
the one that also wasn't there before,
He
right?
was a commentator for a while, and then
What was his name? Didi or something?
I forget, but Mace is his client.
Yeah.
Didn't he get
Holy
renamed as
shit.
Face? Or was that I saw that, but I don't know if that was true.
Maybe he did, but Mace.
Brendan Williams, but he went by something else. Like Mace wasn't the first bad name they gave him. He was given another one before that.
I'm sure.
Dio Madden.
Dio Madden, then Mace. So he's managing Mace. Fucking God. Los Angeles Knight. What the hell?
Yes.
What is going
April
on?
15th, 2022 episode of SmackDown, Los Angeles Knight announced Mace at his first acquisition under Knight Model Management. Following the announcement, Mace made his return with a new gimmick, potentially under the new ring name Face, defeating E-Rock of the Viking Raiders. on Dynamite.
Whoa. Easy. Yeah, so Los Angeles Knight, manager. All right, Bill, time for a segment to be named later before we get to all the other stuff.
Oh yeah, where did I put that? I had a segment.
Got any segs? Did we mess nothing up?
That's impossible.
It's impossible.
I totally forgot. I'm glad I made a note because I totally forgot. Did you clip out, producer, last week's clip of the ghost asking about Jizz?
No.
Ask me about Jizz. Ask me about
no.
Jizz.
Ask me about Jizz.
Ask me about Jizz was not clipped out. No, not yet.
I want to clarify, just as a show, for all of us,
Yes.
Okay.
that there is in fact a difference between lizards and turtles. They are not the same. That also seemed to be a confusing point last week. So, both in case you guys are not sure, but also just to clarify for anyone else, we are aware that lizards and turtles are different.
Well, we're aware of it now.
Yes.
We're aware.
Both reptiles, but not the same
Who said
reptile.
that? Was it Mike?
Well, I think
it was Mike. It was.
Somebody made a comment about Regal having lizards.
Oh yeah, that was me.
And then somehow that was you with a turtle.
Well, it's not that weird. I
It
got
was
a
this-
turtle.
Yeah, and that was the same thing. They were the same for the rest of that little segment.
God.
The other thing I did look up, we were talking about Wheeler, Utah, and how he was on Dojo Pro. We had to watch that.
We watched that before.
I don't think we watched the whole thing
No, we didn't finish it.
because I looked it up to see who else was on it, and there were some people on it. But even given the people that were on it, they did it wrong. So the idea was there was a black belt that if you had it, you had a shot at the Ring of Honor TV title.
Yeah.
To get there, there was a tournament for a white belt, which just meant you were the current winner of the last match. So there was a total of 13 people on the show. The top spot was held by Jeff Cobb with the black belt.
Right.
Here's how it went. The first couple people I didn't know, but then we get into some real names here. Kerry Awful fought Kevin Koo.
Okay.
Don't know either of them. Kevin Koo won that.
Okay.
He then lost to Gunnar Miller.
Okay.
No.
Not ringing a bell.
Gunnar Miller then lost to some kid named Wheeler, Utah,
Mm-hmm.
who then actually moved up and beat Corey Hollis.
Still not ringing any bells other than Wheeler.
He then eventually lost to one Joseph Janela.
Oh.
Joey Janela took that white belt and he beat someone named Brendan Cutler.
Okay.
Then after he beat Brendan Cutler, he beat James Storm.
Yep, know him.
James Storm then took it and immediately turned around. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He beat James Storm. He eventually lost to a Ricky Starks.
Oh, Ricky was in there.
Yeah. Ricky then turned around and immediately lost to one Aaron Solo, though.
Yes, right. Aaron Solo, who's on AEW.
Is he?
Yeah.
The former Mr. Bailey.
Yep.
Somewhere in here, Cheeseburger showed up, apparently.
Wow.
And just immediately lost. He was like a bonus.
Cheeseburger.
But then Aaron Solo went on a run. He beat Ricky Starks. Then he beat some up-and-comer named MJF.
What? MJF was on this?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He was the 3 seed and he lost.
Wow.
Then after Aaron Solo beat MJF, he beat one Shane Strickland.
Wow, Swerve.
Then after he beat Swerve, he beat some dude named Jeff Cobb.
Wait, what? Jeff Cobb didn't win?
Aaron Solo beat Ricky Starks, MJF, Shane Strickland, Jeff Cobb.
Wow, he beat Jeff Cobb.
Yeah. Aaron Solo then showed up in Ring of Honor and in about 6 minutes lost to Punishment Martinez.
Oh, my God.
Squashed.
Damian Priest.
But yeah, Aaron Solo apparently was the star of this Wheeler, Utah show.
Wow, I thought Wheeler, when we first brought it up, I was like, oh, yeah, Wheeler won that, right? And then I was like, no, he didn't, because Jeff Cobb's in it, so he definitely won, but he was like the Goro of the whole thing.
He was the Goro and he lost.
Well, it makes sense that he would have lost, but to Aaron Solo.
There were 3 people out of the 13 on the show. There were 3 that actually won matches: Wheeler, Utah, Ricky Starks, and Aaron Solo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shane Strickland, MJF, and Jeff Cobb won a combined 0-3.
That's quite a.
Janela won. Excuse me. Yeah.
That's quite a crew there. Okay. Any other segs?
No
to
other
name?
segs.
No other segs. All right. Let's dig into the weirdest eBay war there's ever been. Now it doesn't look like it would be from this picture of the Undertaker.
Okay.
Cup. An Undertaker cup?
It's got some teeth issues here, but
He's got some weird teeth.
he's got some derp teeth here.
Fuck, yeah.
What is up with those teeth? What is up?
He's got at least 3 chins also.
Some extra chins, but it's covered by a beard.
Right.
So.
Well, that's why you grow a beard, in my experience.
I agree. Covers them up real nice. Okay, are you ready?
Oh, dear
This is the weirdest eBay wars we've ever fucking done. Weirdest one. Gonna give you the description. Wally's up by like 1 million, so congratulations to you, Wally. You win. 'Cause the show's gonna die and you're gonna be the champ.
Yep.
1992 WWF The Undertaker Aladdin Travel Mug Rare. WWE Hall of Fame. That's what it says. 1 available. It's an original. 1992 WWF Aladdin Travel Mug Rare Hall of Fame. Is there anything else?
That's it? That's all it said?
That's all it says. That's all it says.
Okay.
Entertainment memorabilia. It's a mug. It's got a little handle in the extra pictures. It's got a lid. Got a fake autograph. It's a nice little arrow. Aladdin is it's not the movie Aladdin. It's the name of the company who makes the mug.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay? So it's not the movie. It's 1992.
Is that his hat that sticks out?
That's his hat.
Too?
Yep, it's sticking out.
And
The
then
hat is not.
above it?
The hat is not the lid, which I think is a misstep. The lid should have been like a brimmed Undertaker
Yeah,
hat,
should have
right?
been, yeah.
Like a purple. His hat wasn't purple.
No, it was black, but
Like his hat could have been the lid.
it could have
It was
been. Yeah.
cooler. Anyway, that's all that there is. That's all the description.
What is
That's
he
it.
afraid of here?
Yeah,
Undertaker's
He just
scared?
saw something and he's afraid of it.
He looks terrified.
I don't know. This is old school Undertaker. Very old school, which we're about to talk about him a lot.
We
and,
are.
Put that cigarette out.
We are.
We are. Okay. Wally, what do you think a 1992 fucking travel mug is worth of The Undertaker? What do you
Not
think
signed.
that shit is worth?
Not signed.
You can see the signature on it.
There's a signature, but it's not really his signature,
Okay.
I don't think.
This is, I'm going to go low. I'm going to say $5.
$5.
Yep.
Okay, $5.
Now, given the way things have been going for me lately,
Mm.
I do want to say $5.01.
Wow.
But I won't. I will say $9.99.
Mm.
It's going to be like $37. It's going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be ridiculous. You are correct about that. It's going to be super fucking ridiculous.
Okay, well, Bill wins, right?
Bill wins.
All right.
Ooh,
Let's
if you said $1, I was going to
Bill wins. This thing is a plastic ass.
Yeah, this isn't even
Travel
like
mug.
thermos.
$72.
It's not even thermos style.
Give me
plastic.
the most ridiculous fucking number you can give me. And then
175.
I will tell you if you're close.
He said 175.
Not close.
What?
It is insane. That's why.
850.
No, you're over.
Okay, thank God.
Not that high. This thing is nuts. Nuts priced. I do not understand this.
350
$300
for our cup.
$300 for a shitty travel mug from 1992.
And how many bids it got so far?
0 right now.
Oh, okay.
But I think this is hilarious. Okay, so you can describe this thing. This is a shitty plastic
Yeah,
travel
it's
mug.
not even like thermos.
It's not
okay
sealed.
plastic.
It's not sealed. It's not really signed.
No.
It's $300 on here. So bizarre. But good news for you, Wally.
Yeah.
Great news for you.
Oh boy.
If you want to loan me the money, you could pick this sucker up because I looked at it. I received a counter offer on eBay. If you look
Just
up
for
something,
looking at it?
if you look up something and you favored it, you could get a counter offer from the seller. It says like, "Oh, you saw this? I'm going to give you a discount." So I got a discount on this for you, Wally. You can save 15 smackaroons.
Wow.
You can only pay $285 if you want this stupid mug.
That's so generous of them.
So
Counter
congratulations.
$2.85.
Congratulations.
And if it works, I'll pay for it.
All right,
Counter
Bill,
$2.85.
you can pay just $26
Okay. I
for
can
a
do that.
year, interest free with PayPal
Interest
credit.
free. Okay.
PayPal credit, they got you.
I
Now-
could probably take on a $26 a month payment if I needed to.
Okay, so I'm looking up these Aladdin travel mugs. They must be good travel mugs because some of these things that are old or there's one here for $99. That's gas station mug. So it must be a popular old school mug,
I guess.
but apparently it's just super rare. That's why they think they can get this. But my goodness, who would pay $300 for a mug?
I guess $9.99. I wouldn't pay that. So.
I wouldn't. If this was $5 at a garage sale, sure, I would definitely use this and creep my coworkers out at work and just have him stare into their faces. Oh God! Wow, Bill, you caught up at least one. I think
That's
you're
right.
still down by 1 million, and you're never going to catch up. So, congratulations.
I'm within $500,000 now.
You're down $500,000. All right, we ran out of WWE Topps Heritage cards.
Yep.
It's a sad day.
Very sad.
Do you want to update the Hall of Fame? Or are we good?
I think the Hall of Fame's okay. None of these cards are making the Hall of Fame. I can tell you that.
Tamina's
right
in there.
Tamina in the Hall of Fame. Smirnoff Ice in the Hall of Fame.
And how many minutes?
5 Mizes in the Hall of Fame. All right. So I had to dig deep. This is an old school. You can go watch all these weird videos that I did when I was bored during the pandemic.
Is this one of those? I remember watching these videos.
Opening a 1991 pack of WCW training
Oh,
cards.
see, you already know who they all are. 'cause they were repeats. I
Yeah,
recall.
and there's so many repeats. I'm almost positive I will. Well, maybe not, because Wally's given the clues.
Yeah, these are going to be interesting.
They're really weird, but yeah, I opened a lot of these packs basically until I kept running into repeats, and then I stopped.
Yeah.
So you can go find those on the YouTube channel, Nation Wrestling, if you want to. But Wally's gonna test our metal here and see if we can guess these cards.
All right. The first one is a tag team.
Tell me which. Oh shit.
They were
Southern Boys,
apparently introduced by woman.
introduced by woman.
Yes.
Whoa. Doom.
Yes.
You're gonna lose.
I
You're
know.
going to lose
I
this
know I
badly.
am.
Doom.
All right.
Ron Simmons and Butch Reed.
This next one
Natural.
is he's a very tall man.
El Gigante.
Yes.
Because that was Ryan's favorite.
El
During his YouTube
Gigante.
videos, that was Ryan's favorite.
Let me see that El Gigante. Look at that shirt.
That is a.
That sparkly pink shirt.
It's like he's wearing a sparkly see-through white shirt over a pink shirt. That's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah. That's
I also love the photography on these cards. Obviously, you're not going to see them, but
You will
That
see.
is,
Oh yeah.
that is a terrible picture of El Gigante getting his hand raised.
Yeah. The next one is
Fire Crash Tommy Rich.
a. Well, I know him from being both a professional wrestler and a football player,
Mongo. Steve Mongo Michael.
but
Whoa.
unfortunately he passed away too young.
Passed away too young.
Kevin Sullivan.
No,
No, he's still alive. I think it
I'm
was Kevin Green.
pretty sure
Yeah, I'm
he
definitely
passed
Kevin
away
Green.
too early.
Passed
Kevin
away
Green.
too early as a football player. Are you talking about
LT.
Brian Pillman?
Yes, I am.
Flying Brian Pillman?
Flying Brian Pillman.
But look at that card. I mean, that is
A weird. That's a weird.
Look at that.
It's a weird card.
It's a weird card. The
weird
pictures are
camera.
weird.
Yeah, weird camera angle. The next one, this is also a tag team who has an honorary member of Rick Rude.
Steiner Brothers.
No, one for Bill.
This is one half of a tag team partner.
Stevie Ray.
I know him mostly. No, these are very old cards. These are not like
1991 is a
Yeah.
long ass time ago. It was a weird time in WCW.
It's a weird time in the world.
I feel like
We'll find that out in a
he's-
minute.
I feel like he's still doing something with NWA.
Whoa.
What were the
Ricky Morton?
Yes, it is Ricky Morton.
Oh, the Midnight Express. Yes.
No, the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Oh, geez, yeah. Of course.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You don't know anything about wrestling.
Forgetting 1991 is what I'm doing.
This is a show favorite ish kind of. We love
Sid Justice Vicious.
Psycho Sid.
Sid Vicious.
Look at how bad that is, though. Look at that.
It's through the ropes
It's
too.
like awful.
You
It's
can't
covering
even-
his face.
He's wearing a singlet also?
One of my favorite ones, I can't remember who it was, but it was somebody getting beat up in their own card. It was like, this is a card for whoever it was, I forget. And it was like Bullet Bob Armstrong or somebody like that. And it's him getting like a move done to him. Like, that's not how you do this.
Bad luck.
What the hell?
This next one is a tag team. They're also the namesake of a video game
Road Warriors?
and also a movie that we watched that starred The Rock.
A movie
Empire
we watched
State.
that starred The Rock.
Yes,
Scorpion King.
we didn't watch. We never watched that one.
Just naming rock movies.
Jumanji.
It was also a
Jumanji
I
attack?
believe it was the video game first. I'm almost 100% sure that it was.
Jumanji
Rampage?
Nope.
Wasn't he in a movie called Rampage?
This is a tag team. Remember,
Fury? A
Um,
tag team that was also a movie. There's only like 3 tag teams in here. I should
Yes.
just guess the tag team.
You should.
Damn.
It had a very cool scene where you actually saw a first-person shooter.
Doom.
Yes, it is Doom again.
Oh, Doom again. God damn it.
That's why I had to go on their Wikipedia to find a
Doom
good first
again?
one.
Jesus.
2 in a pack, huh?
Oh, I just looked him up to come up with.
Our first stumper. Our first stumper.
Tommy Rich.
How the fuck did you know that?
Because I've guessed him like a half a dozen times.
Guess
so
him
far.
every card.
Fire Crash Tommy Rich.
Wildfire.
All right, this next guy was still a manager for We the People.
Oh, Dutch Mantel.
Yes, it
The
is.
Dirty.
I'm going to win this.
You are.
It
You
is.
made a
It's-
big comeback
yeah.
here. Oh, no.
We got 5-4 right now in favor of Bill.
Oh,
With
no.
3 cards left.
Oh, no. There's
Yes.
a lot of cards in this pack.
Oh, yes.
The
How am I going to lose this?
they
so
were
weird.
They were in the movie Highlander.
They were.
Freebirds,
Fabulous
Michael Pretty.
Freebirds.
Ah!
Fabulous
Damn
Freebirds.
it! You won!
Now you got to get the last 2 for a tie.
I like a tie. Yeah, you're right.
Tommy Rich again.
No,
Ric Flair.
kind of a show
Sting.
favorite because he was so bad.
Sting.
Hey,
He was
Barry
so
Horowitz.
bad.
he was so bad, but they kept pushing him and
Disco
kept
Inferno.
pushing him. Nope.
You're too early.
I was gonna
Disco.
say worse than him, but I'm not. That's about.
He's
about
the
right.
He's the dirt shits. He's the absolute dirt shits. Marcus Bagwell.
Nope.
No,
you
he's
guys
rookie of the year or
you gotta
something,
think older than that. Who was around
El
before?
Gigante again?
No.
Who sucked in WCW in '91 besides
Oh,
almost everybody
There's a
except for
name.
Flair? Arn? No, not Arn. Arn doesn't suck. Shit.
a young Dean Malenko.
I'm trying to think of other things that won't
sucked?
immediately give it away.
We hate him on the show.
We don't hate him. We just know that he's terrible.
We know that
Stevie
he's
Ray.
terrible.
Yoshihashi. Captain New Japan.
Oh my God, that's what he looks like now.
We know that he's terrible.
Terry Funk.
He's
I saw a
not-
picture of him. That was
He's not. He's not dead. Yeah, we saw him. He's not dead.
I guess he was part of the Four Horsemen at one point.
He was part of. We're talking
Lex
about
Luger?
Barry
Lex Luger.
Ah,
Lex
come on,
Luger.
You, goddamn! What the hell's wrong with me?
Hey, how do you think I felt when I lost to this guy?
Oh my God.
Oh God, you did lose to him.
I feel like I should know who this man is
Teddy Rich.
a lot better than I do. He is definitely
Z-Man?
He's a manager.
Oh, the Z-Man.
Teddy Long.
Yes.
All right, at least I'm back on the board. I only lost by one. Teddy Long.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Ryan. And
6 for Bill.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh,
For
there's a lot of
Bill.
cars in this pack.
There is.
Good
Yeah.
value.
Yeah.
Good value.
None of
WCW
these
91.
are Hall of Fame worthy.
No,
You can take a look if
You don't think both versions of Doom belong here?
no, they definitely don't.
Lex Luger with the butt in the air. Oh, the Fabulous Freebirds is a fabulous card, even though it's only Michael PSA's.
Is it a good one though? I feel like
It's a pretty good card. I think.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Dutch Mantel, that's right. I always forget he was a wrestler.
Right, of course.
Tommy Rich. I only know Tommy Rich from these cards. Without you opening those packs, I don't think I would know.
He was for some reason.
favorite hold the Fez press.
Yeah,
I was gonna
the
say.
holds, the back of the cards are fucking hilarious.
One-time world heavyweight champion.
Oh my
How
god!
did he have the belt?
I don't know.
This man had the big gold belt.
That must have been before that.
It was probably before
Before
like
the-
NWA
Before
and
WCW made it to like the mainstream and stuff.
yeah.
Ugh, Teddy Long, not looking like WWF Teddy Long.
No, not at all. He was the
Sid
manager of
Vicious
Doom,
in
I
a
think.
singlet.
He was. That's what.
Ricky Morton looking exactly the same as he does right now.
At that point, Wildfire and Ricky Morton were tag team partners.
Oh, so Doom has two cards, but it's each person gets their own card in a weird way.
Yeah, right. Okay, there you go. There's some cards. Time for Put That Cigarette Out. Royal Rumble 1991. This time you are in charge of the description.
That's right. I took this
You're,
one.
you're taking this one on, Bill. Go ahead.
So, I normally would like to watch the start of the show, see how they start it. No, this one we went right in with national anthem. We're going full America.
Yep.
Didn't
Right.
realize at the time. Then they make
Yeah.
it very clear it's Desert Storm, and
Yeah.
we are mixing politics with wrestling hard.
Which is always a good idea.
I did step back from just to watch. They always have a promo, so I watched that. It was Hogan, of course, giving a very odd patriotic promo about how he can't lose with all the Marines and the Navy and the Army behind him. He can never lose. Forgot Saddam Hussein's name.
No way.
Did come up with it, but he was like, and Mean Gene stepped in to we know what you're saying, and tried to steer him in a different direction. And he was like, yeah, wait, Mean Gene, just like Saddam Hussein. And he called it back because he just remembered it. We got to the ring. We get directly. We don't go to Fink. We go to Gorilla, and I said Roddy because
had
it took me
no
a while.
idea
It
who
was
was
Roddy,
Roddy.
but it
It
took
was
me a while.
Roddy?
Yeah, Roddy Piper,
Roddy.
Okay.
who said, "Yeah, we'll go over the rules. There are no rules." And then Gorilla had to be like, "Well, I mean, there's kind of rules,"
There's plenty of rules.
but they didn't do the reading.
Nope.
They did not.
They did then go to Fink to just announce the first two participants. Bret Hart came out. He get a little bit of pop. He's starting to become a babyface here.
The second time Bret has started the Rumble, on the
Right.
number
And
one
he's
spot.
very close to being champion. Wasn't he champion in 93?
Something like that.
was
This is
champ.
where he's actually getting popular here.
He was
He's-
champ, I think, in 93. Didn't he beat Flair in 93?
I think that
We're
sounds
on
right.
his way out or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. He starts against Canada's favorite, Dino Bravo.
Oh God, Dino.
Oh my God, that
He's
guy's
still there.
terrible.
He's still there.
Yep. So we get the countdown clock, and the crowd's actually helping pretty much from the get-go this time
Yep, they're in
with the
on that.
countdown.
They're
They're in on that now. And in comes Greg the Hammer Valentine.
I gotta say this one thing about Greg.
Please do.
Every time I see Greg, I'm like, I don't care about Greg Valentine. Whatever. I know he was cool and like the early.
I don't ever remember him being cool.
I do exactly. I know he was supposed to be cool in like the early '80s, but he's fucking great in this match. He does some cool ass shit. He's giving elbows to people.
He's not my MVP, but he did some stuff
He was
here.
good in this match. I don't know why.
Well, he came in here and almost right away just got Dino Bravo out of there.
Yeah.
End of '92, Bret Hart became the
So
champion.
he is very close to the champion.
So he's a year and a half away,
yeah.
So we get Dino gets tossed, and then Jimmy Hart gets up on the ring to yell about it, and he gets some comeuppance. He gets knocked down. Paul Roma comes out, and he just gets involved. Nothing big.
Power
and
and
then
I
Glory.
have no idea who that was.
Power and Glory,
He's
Paul
a dude.
Roma. He was in there. Who's this? Herc was his other guy?
was it Herky? I think it was
Think
Herc.
so?
Yeah.
He was Herc was Power and Glory was Paul Roma.
That sounds right.
I think.
Oh, they
Yeah.
were together. They
Yeah.
did work together. Yeah.
So he comes out, and then 2 minutes later, Texas Tornado comes out to a big old pop.
Yep.
Crowd's hot on him, and I forget every time until I see him how huge Kerry Von Erich
Do
was.
you remember the fact about him?
About his foot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Do
he
you
had
remember
no
this?
foot.
That he had no
he
foot.
lost a
Yeah.
foot in a motorcycle accident.
I said
And
this
then-
to my wife. I said, "Can you notice that? Can you tell that he has no foot? Because he's like really fucking good at hiding
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that he has no foot." It was a motorcycle accident or something,
Yeah,
right?
motorcycle accident, and he had a prosthetic that he
He has
wore
a
in his boot.
prosthetic boot, and you can't tell
No.
that you cannot tell at all.
Yeah, he's huge though. Every time
That dude, you know, he would have been a fucking big deal
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
if he
He
had
was
continued
already,
on.
yeah.
I mean, if he had both feet, forget about it.
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, all the Von Erich shit that went down,
Yep.
very sad. But he was awesome. It was basically like a Ultimate Warrior ripoff at this point
Kind of.
because
Yeah.
he looked exactly like him.
I thought it
Curly
was.
hair.
I really thought it was
and
Warrior
this,
at first.
he has this.
And the-
But then he kept doing the spin, and, and
He-
they said tornado. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, so that's not Warrior.
Yeah,
That's-
no,
okay.
This thing
He had the
works
fringe and
real
stuff.
well in '91, but it fucking doesn't work at all in today's day and age.
Yeah.
But a guy named Texas Tornado who spins around and clotheslines people works great when you're 6.
Oh yeah, I loved him. Yeah. Roma then drop kicked somebody, and I thought like, oh, actually, he did something. Paul Roma did something impressive.
He left his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually remember loving Power and Glory's finisher, which is like a suplex and a splash at the same time,
Oh, okay.
like timed out.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Like one dude does a suplex while the other guy's in the air and lands
Lands
at
that-
the same time. It
yeah,
was
that's-
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
is impressive.
Out comes Rick Martel, the model. He's a bad guy now.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, they hate
real
him.
quick.
They hate him.
Did this dude gas up like crazy between rumbles? Because he is jacked
yeah,
to
he
the
looks
gills.
huge this time.
He's cut up. Yeah.
I mean, he's not Hogan big, but he's big for Rick Martel.
he is
Yeah.
big for Martel. Yeah, he's a bad guy, and he's on his own here. For
which
sort of.
I guess just happened.
Yeah. Then out comes Saba Simba.
Oh boy,
I don't know who that is.
Do you know who that is?
it
Ryan?
was Tony Atlas.
It was
right?
Tony Atlas, former tag team champion with Rock's
He's-
dad.
Is this
Okay.
the most racist thing that WWE has ever done?
It's not great.
It is.
No is the answer, but it's
No.
not great.
It is up there as
It's
the
probably
most
up there.
racist thing they've ever done. I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
This is the weirdo of the night. Sign still delivered.
Yeah.
Tony Atlas, no. But this character, so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So he's out doing Tony Atlas stuff, but
He's wearing a loincloth.
with a
He
loincloth on, yeah.
When he ran down to the
He's
ring,
Tony Atlas. We know who he is.
it looked
No.
like he had to take a poop while he was running. Like his legs were like far out and like running down. And you're like, is he trying to hold in a shit?
Have you ever ran and held in a shit?
Yes. It's
Okay.
hard. It's not fun.
No. It's the opposite of what you want to do.
I've moved quickly. But,
You got to do a little shuffle, not a full-out sprint.
at one point, Texas Tornado goes for one of his discus punches, misses, and I believe he got dizzy for a minute. Kind of stumbled around in a circle. By not landing, don't know if it was real or not, but he got a little dizzy. We get Bushwhacker Butch coming out, and he gets a little bit of pop.
He does some stuff.
Yeah, they love they do the bushwhacker arm thing in the crowd. So,
and then shortly thereafter, Saba Simba gets eliminated by Rick Martel.
Yeah, so
Martel's first, but not last elimination.
He's not a big player, Saba Singh.
no.
And this didn't even get called out, and I was mad that Gorilla didn't. But while this is going on, on the other side of the ring, you get Bushwhacker, Double Knocker.
A couple of them in this match, and
yeah,
he didn't call any of them out.
No, there was one.
He called
one out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then Jake Roberts comes out, still wildly popular.
Oh my God!
Can we
Big
talk
pop.
about this? Did we talk about this before? I can't remember. But the guy just he has the best fucking gear. In 88, 89, 90, 91, he like his black trunks with the snake wrapped around.
Yeah.
Nobody has gear like that. It's so awesome. And he was awesome.
And he just has to point to the sky, and the crowd loves it.
Yep.
Ultimate MVP.
He comes in, he goes right for Martel. So is this before their blindfold match, I assume? And the build up to it?
It's got to be. Also, I don't remember Jake the Snake being a babyface for this long. He's been a babyface for 4 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume he
love
hasn't.
him every year.
I assume he hasn't flip-flopped. He's been a babyface for 4 fucking years.
I guess.
I remember him specifically being a heel. And like going after
I
like
remember him and
Macho
Undertaker
Man.
fighting.
He had the snake bite Macho Man, all
Yep,
that stuff.
yep,
Like
that's right.
Undertaker, yeah, went
Vader.
after Undertaker, Vader.
So he must be getting
Boy
ready
Meets
for a
World
tournament.
Vader. He tried to ruin that birthday party.
I'm glad you caught that. Yep.
I still can't find that Jake the Snake. There's a Jake the Snake in Boy Meets World gear somewhere.
So he goes after Martel, and then Martel literally runs away, gets out of the ring, comes around.
But he
gets
goes
in.
under.
Yep. Then he gets back on, and he's on the ring apron, and he's dancing. He's getting punched and gripping with one hand and then the other.
Great.
And
Loved it.
he's like really selling it. Then finally, the moment that you've been waiting for, Ryan, Big Herc comes down.
Yeah, I can't wait for Big Herc.
Big Herc, as you said, immediately teams up with Paul Roma.
Yep.
Jake does the Andre spot and gets himself tied up in the ropes.
Yep.
He's done that a lot, too. This is like the 3rd out of 5.
Yep.
The 3rd out of 4, maybe? I don't know.
Then we get Albany Hall of Fame wrestler Tito Santana coming out. He gets some pop. And he's got
Albany Hall of Famer.
He also has a feud with Martel.
Because they were Strike Force.
Yep. Jake then tosses Paul Roma. Crowd likes that.
Sure. Nobody wants to see Paul Roma hang out.
But actually, he just jumped over Jake. Like Jake, I don't even think pulled the ropes down. I think Jake just ducked his head.
Yeah.
Paul Roma jumped out
Like
of the ring.
a Marty Jannetty eliminate yourself
Yep.
kind of move?
Yep.
It was that. Yep.
Undertaker then comes out, and it's the quickest entrance of his career. Still not fast, but the quickest entrance of his career.
We have to talk about this. Oh, my God.
With
his
who was
moveset.
he with? He was with
He's with Brother Love.
Yeah.
I love you. Bruce Pritchard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He comes in and very quickly eliminates Bret Hart. He just grabs him and throws him.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Starts to immediately dominate like just anyone around him because, as you said, just starts slapping on the goozle.
His entire moveset is I'm gonna goozle you and stare into your soul while I do it. And just choke the life out of you.
One hand chokes people.
A very scary, especially if you're a kid, very scary moveset to be like, this man choking the life out of me while he stares at me. He does that for a long fucking time. To everybody.
To everyone.
He does to everybody.
And then people like hit him in the back and like look at him and go back to the goozle.
And just stare at people. Oh my God. It is scary. But he doesn't do anything.
He does nothing. He like even when he eliminated Bret Hart, he just grabbed him and threw him.
I know
there wasn't a move. He just chucked him.
We make fun of Undertaker for being a dummy now, and like, oh God, he's gonna do a podcast now. Who cares?
Yeah.
But evolution from choke people all the time to Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 25. That's a pretty good, big
true.
fucking leap.
There is a lot.
So
You're right.
congratulations to you, but you're still dumb.
He, as a child, I remember having a literal nightmare about him
I can see why.
because there was some backstage skit thing where he was standing around a bunch of coffins, as he would do, and he had a feud with Jake Roberts. And Jake Roberts, he was like threatening Roberts, and Roberts slammed his hand in a coffin, and then it like was stuck because that's how it works.
Of
obviously.
course. Yep.
Sure.
And then Jake ran away, but because he's so big, he was able to just drag the coffin, and he started chasing him, dragging the coffin. And I remember to this day, I had a nightmare that I was running down my street where I lived and grew up, and Taker was slowly following me, dragging a coffin down the road.
Like Michael Myers type.
Yeah, down the road with a coffin. And it was so terrifying that 30 years later, I remember it.
Oh, God.
So Taker's goozling, and in comes...
And now you can watch cameos and also be terrified
Yeah.
by his weird-ass cameos.
Yep.
Grandma Miller. I hope you have a great birthday.
Snuka comes out, Jimmy Snuka, and he gets booed.
He sucks.
He's being booed. I don't remember him ever being booed.
I
but
don't either.
They don't like him here.
No.
Taker then tosses Bushwhacker Butch out. But hey, one of the Bushwhackers lasted 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yep.
good
Well,
amount
they
of time.
even out. They even out to about 5 minutes.
British Bulldog comes in, and he's
Awesome.
a strong guy. He's got
His
some
hair,
big muscles.
His hair is real weird.
Yeah.
He's like halfway between the braid dreadlock thing,
Yeah.
but not quite there yet.
Yep.
It's too short still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's big, though. He's a strong guy.
He's a big, strong guy.
Taker will not go down. He's getting hit in every direction, and he's absorbing the punches or whatever, but he doesn't fall. He just bounces off the ropes and stands there again. Smash comes in of
Of S&M.
Demolition?
Demolition.
They look like they're wearing diapers with like glitter
But
on
like
them.
sexy leather diapers.
Sexy leather glitter diapers, but diapers.
Jesus.
Jake Roberts now gets tossed by Rick Martel.
Yeah, that was
surprising.
It was. Martel was my MVP. He does a lot of stuff on this.
I think he deserves it. He was great.
He was in there for 52 minutes.
Yeah. But he eliminates his rival Jake, so this is going to continue. We can tell. So he actually, what happens is he gets like put on the apron and then yanks Jake out over the top of him, stays on the apron, and Jake tumbles out.
Yep.
Also, he did that blindfold match, but he did like a bunch of them. It's not just one match.
Was it a bunch of
He did
them?
like a ton of them on house shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Which it's hard to do a good blindfold match, and he did it.
He did. Snuka gets a double noggin knocker. This one does get called out.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
In comes Hawk
Right.
of Legion of Doom.
LOD's around.
And followed pretty quickly by Shane Douglas, which I thought like, oh.
What the
he's
hell
here?
is this? Almost Weirdo of the
young-
Night. If there wasn't the most racist character of all time I've never heard of.
A young Shane Douglas.
Who's Dean Douglas soon.
Oh,
Not
that's right.
Shane Douglas. He's Dean Douglas later. He's the,
Yeah.
the fucking teacher or whatever. He's not Shane Douglas for very long, I don't think.
Undertaker gets another elimination, tosses out the Texas Tornado. Hawk gets rid of Snuka. And it's like right at one after the other. They're talking about Tornado going out, like, oh, somebody else went too. Number 18 hits, and somebody doesn't answer the bell.
Yep. Nobody comes out.
Nobody comes out. And they're going
Nobody
like,
comes out.
oh, maybe they saw their number come up and said like, nah, I ain't getting in there.
Undertaker's in there. I don't want a piece of that goozle.
Yep.
And Roddy really
So
quickly starts
weird.
saying like, well, he's got 2 minutes to get to the ring, otherwise he's out of there. I'm like, I've never heard that rule before, but
Yeah.
okay.
Because it's not really a rule. But the announcers just say, don't know.
We've
Yeah.
seen that
Yeah.
rule not be the truth.
Yeah.
We're going to see it, right? Because we've seen people get beat up and then like show up after
And
30 and be like, oh, that was supposed to be 17.
What was it? The women's rumble this year. The one lady didn't get in right away, and then she
Right.
waited until, and then she got in.
Wasn't it the Vince McMahon winning year?
He
I remember you
got
go over
in and
it.
then
He
got
gets
out.
in, and then he goes onto the rope,
Yeah.
and then he disappears for fucking
For an hour.
45 minutes. And then he comes back in and wins.
But yeah, the announcer's just like, I don't know. And then after that 2 minutes hits, Roddy says, well, it's too late now.
I thought this was the weirdest shit ever.
So it was, as we'll find out later, it was Randy Savage is supposed to be, and Randy Savage no-showed.
So weird.
He had, earlier in the night, screwed over Warrior
Yep.
and cost Warrior the title.
Okay.
Oh, he screwed him over. Okay.
Yeah, and he ended up losing the belt to the American Trader,
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter, who is in cahoots with Iraq at this point.
Okay.
That's his
What a-
gimmick.
What a weird
Wow.
thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeesh.
yeesh.
So this turns into a storyline, I think. But the idea here, even though they never actually say it,
They don't show it.
I think like in the coming weeks they basically say Warrior cost him this spot.
They should have showed it then.
They should have. They didn't.
What a waste of time.
Yep.
It was probably Randy doing something else, and then shit, I was supposed to go out.
So Animal comes in, and then they end up teaming up 2-on-1 versus the Undertaker and knock him out. Because this
I like
is still
this.
the days when tag teams were good when they worked together.
Oh yes,
This
yes.
is like the golden era of WWF tag teams, too.
Yeah.
So many good ones. Even the Nasty Boys are a part of it.
Yep. And
As
they
we'll see.
Oh yeah.
so they're fighting Undertaker, and Undertaker goes to like throw the two of them, and even before he gets tossed, Gorilla's like, I ain't gonna work against these boys.
yeah.
Couple of beefs.
And then they toss him out,
Couple of beef salads.
and the crowd
thrown out.
goes absolutely berserk when Undertaker gets tossed.
But he just kind of like lands on his feet and walks out, too.
Yeah.
Yep. A couple minutes later, though, now that their job is done, Hawk gets eliminated by Rick Martel and Big Herc working together. Oh, actually, that's
No, it
right
was
after.
right after,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
right after Undertaker. Then, apparently, Axe is not here. I had forgotten that this is not Kona Crush. It is
Crush.
Demolition Crush.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's not from
also
Hawaii. He's also wearing a diaper.
Very big wearing a diaper. Yep.
Yep.
That's what I was going to say.
I forgot that he was the third. Martel almost gets tossed. He skins the cat again. Duggan comes out, still gets a pop, but not like he had in previous years.
Oh, I thought it was a good pop.
It is a good pop.
It wasn't a Jake pop, but it was still
No.
a pretty decent pop.
And then he starts ho, and he's got the American flag, and people
I
obviously love
do
him.
still, to this day, love when he gets punched or something and he just does that little, like, puts his hands on his side and does that
And his
little
hips,
face.
yeah.
Yep.
Love that.
Yep.
Yep.
Still good.
It's good.
Yeah, well, that's why he comes out and he just does his dumb poses,
Yeah,
and
he
the
just
crowd
does the
eats
Duggan.
it up.
Yeah. It's full Duggan.
Earthquake comes out to some booze, but he's getting the good booze, where he's the big bad guy.
He,
He
was
starts-
great, too. He was great in this match.
He gets a bump and guts moment right away with Animal.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
And he
Yeah.
wins, of course.
Sure.
And then Animal gets tossed. Earthquake gets him out. Mr. Perfect comes in, and like a good heel, like he always is, he's taking his time. He's walking slow to the ring. And then he does a thing that he would do where he just takes his towel and throws it over his head. And behind him, you just see very casually Bobby Heenan catch it out of the air and put it in his pocket. Just very casually, just
So
snags
good.
it and puts it in his pocket.
Perfect is the best. I also thought it was really interesting who beats him up and, like, shoots on him almost, it seemed like. Hogan.
Yeah.
Chopping the shit out of Mr.
he
Who
Perfect.
was somebody else?
Sells
who
like
was-
crazy for like a
and,
hard 10 seconds. He sells like
yeah.
crazy.
And Greg the Hammer Valentine's still around,
Yep.
chopping the ever-loving fuck
Yes.
out of people.
Yes, it was Valentine who it looked like
Chopped
he
Hogan
wasn't
a few times.
ho-
Like,
pulling his chops at all.
damn,
Yeah.
these guys are beating the crap out of each other.
Yep. So he sells for a bit, but then he does toss out Jim Duggan.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Perfect eliminates Duggan. Hogan comes out, and the crowd just goes berserk, of course.
Sure.
Go nuts. He makes his way to the ring and very quickly tosses Smash. And I thought, like, oh, here he goes. He's just going to clean house, get rid of like 8 dudes.
But he doesn't.
Doesn't. But when he gets Smash out, the crowd goes nuts. Haku comes down.
Nothing there.
Nothing?
Nothing there.
Hogan now eliminates Greg Valentine, and they're like, he was in there for, I think they say like 75 minutes, but the actual number is 44.
Oh, yeah.
75 minutes.
So he comes in.
He was good.
He comes in at 3. He eliminates right away Dino Bravo, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
it. Yeah, he gets a big run, and then he eliminated one person. Martel now, they show him in the corner. He's got Hogan's shirt, and he's choking Hogan with it. And I've never popped so much for Rick Martel.
Like that. Like that.
Look at this guy.
Rick, MVP.
Yeah. 26 is Neidhart, not with Bret Hart, but still sort of.
Yeah, they're wearing the same gear, aren't they?
Yeah, it's still Hart Foundation, but they're starting to go their own way, it seems like.
Okay.
Tito gets eliminated by Earthquake. He's a big dude as well, so he's obviously getting set up here. That elimination is almost off camera. Something's going on. They changed the hard camera, and it's as he's falling onto the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Still messing that up as early as this Rumble.
Then we get...
See, I don't blame them for messing it up in the early Rumbles, but come on.
It's been 30-something Rumbles. They should get it right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tito was in there for 30 minutes. He didn't do a thing. 30 minutes, he did no...
He beat up on Rick Martel a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's 0 eliminations, though, is Bill's point, I think.
0 eliminations, and also I didn't notice them that often.
Oh, that's fair.
Then HH is getting pushed over the top. It looks like he's getting eliminated. Haku saves him. Hogan then gets down. Immediately turns and attacks Haku. Like the babyface he always is. He immediately attacks the guy that just kept him in the ring.
Oh, my God.
Bushwhacker Luke marches out. Bushwhacker Luke washes across the ring. Bushwhacker Luke gets suggested over the top rope. Lands on his feet and marches out.
Yeah.
Is this the one, or has
4
this happened a
seconds.
couple times?
This is the one. I don't know if it happens again,
Okay.
but this is the one.
The one
Because
where
he
he
like
marches
lands
through?
on his feet and then marches right back out.
So this is the one.
So, how did he actually get knocked out?
Someone like grabbed him and just like threw him over the top.
Okay.
As he was
'cause I
like
missed
marching in
that.
the ring, they just like
He
keep
did
going.
get a move. My memory, it was he walks out, marches into the ring, and then just marches, and then just goes over the top rope, and then marches out.
Oh, then
But I
maybe
guess-
there is another one.
But I guess he did get one move, like a hip toss to the outside.
He
and
like
just keeps on
marched
going.
into the move, got tossed,
Yeah.
and kept going.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe there is
I
another
guess
one.
that
where he
is
does
the
it,
one.
but-
I saw him marching down to the ring, and then I saw him marching away from the ring.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck did I miss?
Yeah, it's just like all one fluid motion.
But not the record because it was a full 4 seconds.
Yep.
It's fun forever though. It's a good moment.
one.
And this is where I was watching, and something happened. Shane Douglas popped up, and I went, "Oh yeah, Shane Douglas is in there."
Shane
I
is
forgot that he's in the
still
match.
there. He's just a generic dude in orange tights.
Now, is he part of the Nasty Boys? Is he?
No.
No. So it's
No.
Knobs and
Knobs is the one who's in the match. He comes out now.
yeah.
Knobs is
Skaggs is the other one.
He doesn't come
He's
out.
not in the
He's
match.
not.
He's
Okay,
just
I
yeah.
just
Because I was
couldn't remember.
confused because he now Brian Knobs comes out and that's it. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, where's the other one?
Yeah.
But he comes in and he eliminates Herc. Big Herc has been in there for over a half an hour.
Yeah.
He had one elimination.
Wow.
Number 29 is the Warlord because of course he's going to be in there.
He's always there.
Yep. Hogan gets Crush out of the way, and he takes a nasty bump as
It's
he falls.
awful.
He goes from the top,
Worst
hits
bump
his
of the
back
night.
on the ring apron, and then flops on the floor.
Worst bump of the night.
Who was
and
this?
Hogan gives it to him. Crush.
Oh.
Crush is a giant man. Gets
Was
smashed
he
to the floor.
Was it like over the
Yeah,
the
like
corner?
turnbuckle.
Yes.
And then
okay.
he falls from like up on
Brutal.
top of the turnbuckle, hits his back on the apron, and then
Yeah.
falls.
And then who checks on him? Did you notice that?
I didn't. Somebody did, but
Referee Shane McMahon.
oh yeah,
Wow.
I didn't see
Referee
that.
Shane McMahon checks on Kona Crush.
It was
when He's
ugly.
injured. Because he's out there the whole time. Shane McMahon is a ref.
I
Did not
did not
notice
notice
that.
him. Yeah.
Yep.
I did though. Speaking of Shane, go like they showed him again. Oh yeah, Shane Douglas is still in there.
Every few minutes. Ah, Shane Douglas. You're the thing.
Warlord now, after a minute and 35 seconds, gets eliminated by Hogan because Warlord's the worst. He just sucks at wrestling.
He's better than Hogan in real life, though.
Well, yeah, I assume so.
I
Probably.
assume.
Yep.
Number 30 is Tugboat. And what a silly outfit this is that
Oh,
this man is
Tugboat.
wearing.
Yeah.
Tugboat.
It's the red and white striped,
Yeah,
right?
his like
So-
sailor outfit.
Yeah.
Tugboat happened before Typhoon.
Apparently,
Yes.
yes.
Wow.
He's going to become Typhoon and become the natural disasters. Right now, he's just Tugboat.
With earthquake.
Yep.
And we
Yeah.
haven't even done Shockmaster yet, right? Shockmaster is after
Shockmaster's later.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a long way to go here. He might have one more. I feel like next year he's Earthquake.
Uncle
I'm
Fred.
not sure.
Typhoon.
Yep.
Uncle Fred.
That's right. So that's everybody in the ring, and now they're going on an announcer. But where's Macho Man? Macho's supposed to be in this match. But that's it.
Yeah.
So badly done.
Mr. Perfect skins the cat. He hangs on for a while. Now, finally, after 26 minutes of being hidden behind other wrestlers, Shane Douglas gets tossed for Brian Knobbs. And this is the best part. It's off camera.
Yeah.
You don't actually see it. They just go, oh, it looks like Shane's not in there anymore. And they like make a big deal like, oh, what a good run. He's going to get a pat in the back from the fellas.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But off camera, you can't see it. I rewound it a couple times to check. You can't see it.
Shane. Poor Shane.
2.5 minutes in, Tugboat's automatically out. This also by Hogan. He's mad, but he walks away.
Maybe that's what turns him to the dark side.
Hogan then sort of skins the cat himself.
Sort of.
Sort of, but the difference is when he does it, he immediately gets in the ring and gets his revenge.
Sure.
So Mr. Perfect is eliminated now by British Bulldog, and this is a pretty cool elimination where he's got him up on the top or on the middle rope, or he's sitting on the top with his feet on the middle rope, and Mr. Perfect is, and Bulldog hits a beautiful drop kick and just knocks him out of the ring.
Oh yeah. Yep. Good.
And then as this happens, Heenan's hard cam like in front of the ring, and when he gets knocked out, Heenan flings his Mr. Perfect towel like 20 feet in the air. He just throws it as high as he can.
The best.
Pretty quickly now, we get Rick Martel, who's still in there, eliminates Jim Neidhart.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 in a row, we get Haku and Rick Martel getting eliminated by Bulldog. Good run for Martel. He had 4 eliminations, and he was in there for 52 minutes doing something.
Yep.
I feel like he was always skinning the cat or running away from somebody.
Yep. Second most tied for second most eliminations.
He
on
can
the
work
night,
too. He can work a lot better than you remember.
Yeah. And then he did in this. He was always doing something when he was in there.
Bulldog had a nice little run here too.
He did.
Surprisingly.
He had a dumb way, though. He got knocked out because he climbed to the top rope in a Rumble.
Yeah.
Never do that.
And he got eliminated.
Roddy Piper tried to warn us.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. Bulldog then is eliminated by both Earthquake and Brian Knobbs. He had a 36-minute run.
Yep.
And
Good
we
show.
know Hogan is winning at this point because it's
There's no one left.
Bulldog, Perfect, Knobbs,
Yeah.
Earthquake.
But how can he survive against these people? They're all bad guys.
He can no-sell them to death. and
Exactly.
then
Yeah.
there's no way they're letting Earthquake or Brian Knobbs win the Royal Rumble.
So they're double teaming them, and we get Earthquake doing his finisher, which is I'm going to sit on your face.
I love
Yep.
it. It's great.
And
Squisher.
that
Little
causes, the face squisher causes Hulkamania #1.
Yeah, we run wild more than once.
So
Yeah.
then he runs wild and he eliminates Brian Knobbs. Hits a big boot, and the crowd just goes bonkers when he hits it. Jimmy Hart gets up on the ring, and he gets knocked out again for the second time tonight.
Yep.
He goes to body slam Earthquake, but he's too big. And he fails. Can't get him up. Earthquake then power slams Hogan. But now we get full Hulkamania, where he's shaking his head and getting hit and shaking it off.
He gives
and
the
then, you.
I still like the U. I don't like Hulk Hogan, but I like the
6-year-old me was probably going nuts. Right
U. Love the U. Love the U.
We get a big body slam, and then he is eliminated, he eliminates Earthquake and wins his second straight Royal Rumble. Immediately grabs a sign from the crowd, says "Peace in the Middle East."
Oh,
Gives that back, grabs another sign. Saddam and Slaughter will surrender.
oh,
That's the sign somebody made and brought.
wow.
And Hogan held it up. And I just, at this point, was like, I forgot just how ingrained they made their product with the actual Desert Storm and the goings on.
So much.
Oh, Jesus.
And then, of course, so we go off there with Hogan grabbing an American flag and waving it around the ring.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. Hulkamania.
So
So
a solid Rumble, though.
All right.
5 different people over half an hour in this.
Wow, that's some good showings. We got to rank this thing, so we got to rubric it.
Yes. The first rubric, overall quality of entrance.
It's good.
I said 3.
I feel like there's
I mean, they had Hogan, but Warrior wasn't in it. And he
Warrior wasn't
the
in it.
champ wasn't
Macho
in
Man
it.
didn't come
Macho
out.
no
yeah.
yeah, I think 3's probably right.
I think you're right. 3.
Yeah.
Middle of the pack. Because we got Tony Atlas as his weird character, Shane Douglas
Yep.
as that, whatever that is. Fucking tugboat.
Yep. Yep.
Herc is still there. Warlord is still
Herc's
there.
always there.
You know.
Next up is surprise entrance.
This has been twos all along.
Yes.
I think it's straight up 2 again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we're not surprised by anybody.
No, it was all regulars.
Next up, the winner.
It's got to be a 5 again, right? And it's Hogan. He's not the champ this time.
But there's nothing.
It was a 5 last time because Hogan is the man of this era, so it's the right move, I guess. Who else should have won it?
For me, last time there was there was definitely a chance that I don't know. There was more
jeopardy that Hogan might not win it, and this time there was no jeopardy at all.
Was there with him.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, you got to the end and you're like, okay, there's 6 guys still left in the ring. The only one who's going to win it is Hogan. Plus, he just won it. I don't
Take
know.
it down 1 notch, maybe, because
Yeah.
he won it already.
So you say 4?
I would say 4.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
All right.
Crowd reaction, I feel like was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was. I think there is room to grow. There is.
Yeah, there's
It's not-
it's not a 5.
It's not
No.
a 5.
I think it's a 4 though. I think
I
it's.
think it's a 4.
I would agree.
They
with
were
you.
hot and they were doing the counts.
They were
Yeah.
counting. Yeah, I think it's a 4.
Okay. This one, you guys have to do
Length of match.
because for me it was way too long because they kept stopping for notes and stuff. So
For me, it wasn't that bad. I didn't feel like it was an hour and 5 minutes.
Whatever we did last time is probably the same.
we did a 4 last time.
Yeah.
I think it's a 4. It's not a perfect. It's not a perfect score, but it's fine.
And then stakes. There wasn't any.
No. So we
No, there were no
went
stakes.
with a 1.
1, yeah.
We did 1, 2 when there was some sort of purse we think for WrestleMania 2.
Yeah.
And then 1 for the last one.
I think it's another 1.
Yeah.
America was on the line here, gentlemen.
But there were no
America.
no
Soul Slaughter
foreigners
wasn't
in
even
the
in
Royal
there.
Rumble to defeat.
No, there were not.
So 1. So where does this leave us?
That gives us an 18.
Rubric of 18, which makes it number 2 behind Royal Rumble 3.
Yep.
Wow. So 90 beats 91.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
Hogan 1 over Hogan 2.
longest in, Rick Martel, 52 minutes 17 seconds.
Okay.
Shortest in, Bushwhacker Luke with 4 seconds. Sorry,
Sure.
Most eliminations, Hogan with 7. The winner number, he came in at number 24.
Okay.
Last entrant was Tugboat. First entrant was Bret Hart.
Wow. So Hogan has 2 in a row here.
Yep.
Will he get 3?
Will
No.
he get a 3rd? And
Yes.
we're coming up on the 1.
We are coming up on the 1.
So we'll see when we get to that.
I can't wait till Rubric's out at a 9. It's just sad.
It's going to be like a 6 in every category just because we're ridiculous and Bobby Heenan's going to get it over the top. This is
Oh.
definitely the worst.
Is Bobby Heenan on the call too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the worst commentary so far for sure. I mean, none of them are amazing, but Piper is not great.
Oh, Piper was not good at all.
He's all over the
didn't
place.
I didn't
He
even
was
know
all
it
over.
was him, and I was like, I don't really like this guy on commentary. I almost
excited.
texted you guys.
He's
Who
good
the
at-
fuck is this idiot on commentary?
He's good at being excited, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Okay.
He would every once in a while he'd go, "Oh, look at that," and that was it. That's
all he's got.
He wanted to say, "Well,
Oh, man. All right. While you have a top 5, that's the end of put that cigarette out. While you have a top 5 for us?
no, nope, not this week."
All right. A couple of quick hitters and a breaking news.
Oh,
Quick hitter Juice Robinson leaving New Japan. Surprising. 'cause
For-
I-
Come home or
I assume to work in the States all the time with his wife, Toni Storm.
oh, I didn't realize Tony Storm was his wife.
Yeah.
she's Impact
She's in AEW.
AEW now.
She just
okay.
showed up in AEW, so I assume
Yeah,
that's why.
that's
but it's sad. No more Juice in New Japan full time.
No C block anymore.
No more C-Block. And sorry, David Finlay. What are you going to do now?
Yeah.
Maria Kanellis, the wrestler, is forming her own women's wrestling promotion. I'm excited about this. Women's Wrestling Army.
Maria Kanellis. What? Who
She was, what was her original name again?
wasn't she with
Bennett?
somebody recently?
Mike Bennett.
Mike Bennett.
She's married to Mike Bennett.
She's married to
Yeah.
Mike.
They had
I
a
remember
weird
they
run
came
where
out-
they came back as like a
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah.
But then the
He
took
gimmick
her
was
last name.
basically- Yeah, like she
What a
fucked him all the
terrible-
time. Like,
Yeah.
And then she was pregnant, and they both got fired.
Yeah.
While
Do
she,
you think this new promotion is going to be any good?
I'm excited about it because she was running the Ring of Honor women's division.
Was she?
Okay.
So I think it could be cool.
I just don't know that there's. I mean, there's obviously women that she can pull into this.
Sure, we don't know how it's gonna work, but
I don't know. I have low hopes here. I hope I'm wrong, but
okay. And this is breaking news. Just came out right now from the Ghost, just 2 minutes ago. Breaking news,
Oh boy.
and I think it's good news.
Oh.
You tell me. Kushida has left WWE.
that's great news.
Oh,
Thank
that
God.
is good news.
Kushida has left WWE. He is, I don't know where he's going, but he's out of here. Fightful reports Kushida has left WWE.
Good, because they criminally underused him.
Yeah.
What a mess. What a mess.
Did he do anything other than that first Cruiserweight Classic?
What a mess. He wasn't even in that one.
He wasn't in that one? He was in
No.
one of them, though, wasn't he?
You're thinking Kota Ibushi was in one of them. Kushida wasn't.
Kushida wasn't in any of the cruise.
I don't
No,
think so.
no,
I think he
he
was
was-
straight up NXT.
NXT and some 205 before that all died.
He won the
Yeah,
Cruiserweight
205, I remember
Championship
that.
in 2021.
But he came over because he was sick of being Cruiserweight New Japan. So they gave him like 2 matches and then made him the Cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Then he was Cruiserweight champ. He also was a tag team partner with the guy who eats and poops a lot,
Oh, yeah.
right? That was where
Jack
we were
in
at.
Time or something.
Yeah, Jack in Time. So he has left WWE, which
Good.
is interesting.
That's
Hopefully
Excellent.
we see him do good stuff and punch a lot of necks coming up.
I can't wait to see him punch a neck.
Punch some necks, Kushida.
Where do you think he might go? Do you think he'll go back to New Japan? Or
I would
I would
assume.
think so.
I would assume.
I mean, I know
Right?
everyone says AEW can't keep taking everyone on, but he'd be a good get.
he would be?
Oh, for sure.
There's no way they could put him up to where he wants to be, though. They have so much talent at the top already.
Unless he came in and like
Was okay going for like their intercontinental.
went for the TNT or something.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going for the heavyweight. I would love to see him come back and do like a heavyweight run, but who knows if that'll happen. All right, real quick, tweets of the week. There aren't a ton of them. Real Marco stunt. My dream at one point was to lead a stable of guys that were 7 feet tall, where I could just send them to attack people whenever I felt like it. This sounds like money to me. I wish I could have seen that happen. They
That-
got that big 7'3" Satnam Sing. Come on, bring him back.
That's pretty good.
This I enjoyed very much, just because of this movie. Will Washington, who's a wrestling reporter, says, "What is the first movie you saw in theaters without your parents, and how old you were?" Which I think is a good question for all of us. First, in a
First
minute,
movie.
you saw without your parents, and Tony Khan replied with this movie, Hot Shots, which I adore. Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2.
I was going to say, I don't know if I've ever seen the first one.
You
I've
never
definitely
saw
seen
that one?
Part 2.
Hot Shots 1 is more Top Gun,
And
like
2
planes and
is
stuff,
Rambo.
and 2 is Rambo. But Hot Shots,
Maybe I have, but I don't know. It's been
1.
a long time.
Hot Shots, and he was 8 years old. I don't remember. I don't think I went to a movie by myself at 8 years
Yeah,
old.
we-
Maybe
Definitely not. No.
Besides, without my parents or like an aunt or an uncle, I honestly
Yeah.
couldn't tell you.
I can't either.
Yeah, I
I'm
cannot
trying to think.
remember.
What.
I'm trying to remember movies that I went to see in the movies back then at all. But
It's
I
got to
don't
be
remember.
10, 12, somewhere in there, probably, right?
Yeah.
So what's the biggest like movie of when we were 12? I can't remember. What year would that be? 97?
clue.
Yeah.
Independence Day? Is that the first movie you saw by yourself?
I don't know if I saw it in the theater.
I'm trying to think. What other movies came out in 97 that we would have seen?
Like, my memory of movies goes from like the movie with the three ninjas or whatever that movie was.
Batman and Robin?
Oh, yeah, Three
I
Ninjas.
feel like I went from that to high school. So I'm sure I saw movies in between, but
Batman and Robin, maybe?
maybe.
Did you see that one in the theater?
I feel like I did.
That could
Holy rusted metal, Batman.
have been one. Liar Liar? That's kind of
That sounds
that's
like
a possibility.
I might have, yeah.
I remember seeing that, I think, in the theater. Spawn?
No, I saw that.
I saw that in a sleepover. Lost World Jurassic Park, the second one, maybe.
No, I don't think
Anaconda.
Anaconda I saw, but I don't
I
think
saw
it
a
was in the
lot of
theater.
movies from '97. Apparently, Flubber. I remember seeing that in the theater.
Oh, Flubber's a great movie.
Never. I've seen it on
we?
like TBS. I never watched it really.
Did we watch that for the show?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay,
definitely not.
I just watched it on my own. Okay.
You watched it by yourself?
Yeah, probably. It's funny.
Scream 2, Bill.
Maybe.
Good Burger.
No, I don't think I saw it until Ryan Gillis says 10 years later.
Trying to see what else we got. Austin Powers 1. That might have been it. Austin Powers 1 in '97.
Maybe.
I don't think I saw those in theaters. I remember you guys coming over and watching the first or second one at the
We
house.
definitely watched that a lot
Yeah.
over the years, but I thought that was interesting. Those are the tweets of the week. Next review is who, me?
Yep.
Yep.
So it's put that cigarette out right back in. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yep.
You tell us?
Put that cigarette right back in.
Put that cigarette right back in your mouth. God damn it. 1992 Royal Rumble. Put that cigarette
The
out.
big one.
The big one. My God. It's going to win, right? It's just going to win.
We'll have to see what the rubric says.
Just so you know, I no recollection of
You
this.
might ruin it.
So I
You might ruin it.
You'll at least, when you see it, you'll know we've talked about it.
oh yeah,
We
I'm
have
sure.
watched it, too, before. We watched it because it was in your episode of Big Matches in Albany.
You're right, we did.
Okay.
We have watched it before.
So we have watched
Okay.
it before. So 92 Royal Rumble
Yeah.
is next for Put That Cigarette Out. Seen it a lot. Seen the whole pay-per-view a lot. So much so that when it popped up after 91, I was like, oh, this is Owen Hart and Coco Beware's weird-ass tag team, the New Foundation. And yes, it was. And their weird purple pajama pants and all that.
Yep.
Owen Hart's first pay-per-view, I think, for WWF. I
First
don't know.
Rumble for sure.
Definitely. He was not in the Rumble. He just had a tag match.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think he was in the Rumble anyway. All right, 92 Rumble, that's next. Chugging along.
Yep.
Chugging along. All right, that's
Yeah.
it. We got to go to bed and pee. Peace
Happy birthday,
out.
Dan.
See ya.
Who's Dan?
Oh.
What? It's his birthday?
Yeah.
No. Peace out.
I saw him right before this.